What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good day. I want to kind of clarify something. It was about the short video I made the other day. Uh, I want to say this right here. By no means is Anna dumb or stupid or ignorant or anything like that. Uh, what talked about the other day was kind of what might be referred to as a blonde moment, but Anna is really intelligent. What happens, guys, and this is something I have to deal with every day, but Anna has this filter breakdown that goes on in from her brain to her mouth. Now, what she did is vocalize what she was thinking. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, she doesn't do anything. This really, we all do it, okay? I mentioned the light on and I made a humorous comment. Now, every one of you out there already knows that you go through the process, you do think it. Do airplanes have turn signals? No, you immediately dismiss that and you moved on to the next thought process and so forth. No, we do that automatically. Anna does too. But sometimes one of these thought processes slips through the filter and it becomes vocal. And that's where I have the biggest fun in the world sometimes, is because these thoughts comes out of nowhere and you don't know what they're going to be. Now, the other day, I mentioned that airplanes have turn signals, and before she could stop, get that filter working, she vocalized, they have turn signals. And it was the funniest thing I heard in all, it was so long and everything. But the thing is, guys, this happens a lot. And what I've come to term, it is a Lucy-Ism. Now, you know who Lucille Ball is, and she's one of the smartest people that was in comedy and acting and everything, a very intelligent woman. And she even showed it in the Lucy show and everything that she's very intelligent. But her thought processes, her vocalizing these thoughts that goes on in her brain, slips through that little filter that Anna sometimes loses control of. And it comes out. And it's funny. Y'all know Lucille Ball, how funny her vocalization of things and everything like that comes out. And Anna's a lot like that. So we have come to call that Lucy-Ism. And that brings us to another part. What was it called again, honey?
Lucy's planning.
Yeah, Lucy-splaining. You all heard about mansplaining, right? Where man kind of oversimplifies explaining things to somebody that we think are inferior or dumber than us. We got it all wrong, guys. Okay, they're not dumb. They just tolerating us. But anyway, Anna has this thing that's Lucy-splaining. And it's the way women explain things. And it's not wrong, and it's not far-fetched. It's just this favorite phase of mine that comes up when this is going on is keep up or catch up. So you know the extent of what's going on with me. It's either a Lucy-ism or Lucy-splaining going on. And guys, I'm so far behind, I don't know when I'm going to catch up. Thank you, my little Lucy. Anyway, on to what's going on. A bunch of the same shit. All right, that's about it. Yeah, guys, and I'm tired of talking about it. And there's really nothing to talk about. The things we need to pay attention to, they're not talking about. It's the information's not out there. Uh, the colliders, particle colliders, guys. We need to start paying a little more attention to them. What's going on? I think we're going to be going to a big situation. One thing I want to talk about, guys, is the other day we watched a copy. Got to watch Disclosure Day. Now, I told y'all before, you can do this with the Kodi and a operating system with the side of Kodi that operates it, and you can watch anything you want. Free, all right? We watched Disclosure Day the day after it was released to the theaters. It wasn't a great copy, but it was enough and everything that we got the idea and really enjoyed it. Now, a lot of people have talked bad about Disclosure Day. It was a letdown for as far as the buildup that we've gotten for over a year or damn near a year about it and everything. And I want to agree, the story is not that great. The main actor, Emily Blunt, sucked. Okay, I'll be honest with you guys. That they played her up like she's gonna be a big superstar, but no, it kind of sucked. And the storyline, really, guys, was not that great. There's a lot of stuff in there that Anna and I and others also believe is real footage, actual real footage. Uh, so that's where we're at with that. But the biggest thing we got, guys, like I say, the movie, actually, the story, the whole thing was a letdown besides the build-up that we got. And I didn't feel let down because of it, guys. It still provided the entertainment we was expecting. The biggest thing we got, guys, was at the end of the movie, at the final closing scenes, the last 15 minutes or so, maybe 20 minutes or whatever. And it wasn't a big disclosure like we would think. And the thing is, guys, it told us what we actually have always thought. The things that we thought was true. That was the biggest thing I got from that. Biggest thing Anna got from that, guys, is the things we thought was going on. What was going on with the government and corporations. The hidden secrets, the hidden lies that lies told was all there, explained. It told us a lot. And I'm going to tell you this, both of us, Anna and myself, both cried as the movie was coming to a close. And it wasn't because we're sad or scared or overjoyed. It was one of the biggest reliefs I ever felt in my life. As if a weight of wondering, questions, and untold truths was suddenly lifted from our shoulders. As if it was an awareness, a confirmation of what was built up inside of here and here was finally confirmed. And we both cried because of that, as if the weight of the world was lifted from our shoulders. You might want to call that like a salvation feeling that you would get when you give over to Christ. And that's what it felt like. And I'm not saying that this is a biblical story, a release of altering truth about God, whether God is real or not. And I didn't see it as that. I didn't feel it as that. As if you've been lied to all your life, but you knew somewhere deep inside of you that there is a truth. You had an idea what it looked like, what it felt like, but you couldn't prove it. But all your life, you felt this deep inside of you. And then finally, someone told you, well, yeah, you've been right all your life. And that's the biggest thing we got from it, guys, right there, is that we were right. You were right. We were all right. And I think that's the biggest thing we could get from this movie. It is entertainment, don't get me wrong, but I think there's a lot of truth. A whole hell of a lot of truth out there about what's been going on. Of course, this is a build-up, guys. We've been talking about this. Operation Blue Beam and all that stuff like that. We watched a video, a TV show earlier today, and it was talking about since 2020, every few months it's been an increase, a substantial increment increase of UFO sightings around the world, all over the place. The one today was over UK and Ireland. And this was from the footage from 2020 about the tic tacs, the orbs, the spinning balls of lights and stuff like that that we didn't hear about before. But all this is a build-up, guys, of course. This is all build-up to what's getting ready to be disclosed. The Operation Blue Beam and everything else that's going on with it. But I want to tell you guys, I think they told us a lot of truth of what's actually been going on. I think it's worthwhile to watch if you can. I'm trying to find a way, devising a way to where I can record it and perhaps be able to present it somehow or another through a link or some other kind of private network where you can watch on your own. But I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, it is worth the watch. And if you do watch it with an open mind, but believing or knowing that your fears, your thoughts, your awareness has been confirmed. Y'all have a groovy day.